Right, we're all just getting ready to go down to breakfast. Got a nice view out the window here that you get. So we're still at the Continental Forum in Arad, and you can sort of see, you know, like some spire there. And yeah, nice building. It's quite a pretty place. Just shame we didn't get to really see it. But the room was pretty good. Had a nice sleep. Air conditioning wasn't perfect, I would say. It wasn't like getting it very cool, was it? No. I think I set it to 5 at one point. It definitely wasn't 5 degrees. But apart from that, it was pretty good. Shower gels were good. It wasn't like the most powerful shower, was it? But it was alright. Mini fridge isn't working, which we know. Yeah, shower's okay. Yeah, it works. It's probably just a bit tired now, I'd say. But yeah, it's just not the most pressured, but it's fine. The sink was fine, that all worked. Shower gels were good. Hairdryer worked, I think. Rachel, did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, that all worked, so that was good. But yeah, we're just going to go and try the breakfast, aren't we? Which I think we've had before, so we're pretty... Well, we're looking forward to it, but you never know whether much has changed. Oh, I had the Fire TV on here, all worked fine. Wi-Fi was a bit rubbish, so we ended up having to use a hotspot again. So just be aware that the Wi-Fi might not be the best. So we had like a roaming SIM anyway, so we've just used that. Hopefully we haven't used too much of the data, but it should be alright. We weren't watching anything particularly like 4K or anything. Yeah, just going to head down to breakfast and get ourselves some food, because we're going to be getting on to Prague now, so we've got to get on the road as early as possible. What time's it now, Rach?
6:53.
So we're nearly 7 o'clock, so we're going to try and get everything done and have everything eaten by and leaving here probably by 8 o'clock. That sort of gives us a fighting chance to be there earlier in the day rather than too late. We are spending a day in Prague the following day, so it's not terrible if we turn up a bit late, but obviously you want to get to places where, you know, get parking spaces, get into the place. We're staying in a sort of like crazy hostel place, so we've got a private room, but it's apparently quite rowdy there, so we don't know what to expect, but it may not be that bad. We always find these places, people leave really bad reviews, but when we go to them, they don't seem as bad. So yeah, not been a bad room. Had a good night's sleep. We're just going to go and try the breakfast. set off from the Continental Forum Arad, and we're now at the local fuel station, and got the fun and games again with obviously having to fill it up slowly, as you can see. But the price is $7.34, which we think is really good. I think I've seen $7.32 was the lowest somewhere, so that's pretty good. And that was back in sort of near Râmnicu, so I think this is a good price to be in, like, quite far over in the west of Romania. But we're filling slowly, as we always do. If we fill it too fast, it will stop and cut out. So we haven't managed to fix that problem. You kind of hear it going, you know. It's yeah, it's not the best, but yeah, the good thing is we're sort of out of Bulgaria, where they sort of insist on trying to fuel your car for you, whereas here and now pretty much every country all the way to the UK now, we won't have to, like, kind of try and stop someone trying to fill the car, because usually you're having a conversation every time somebody comes up to try and fill the car, and you're like, oh, it's broken, yeah, it's not doing it fast. So I think this is quite good, because you know, we can just do it in peace, basically. But yeah, this just seems to be the cheapest place in the area. So we looked on Fuelo and it came up, and yeah, seems to have been pretty much what it said. I think it said 728, but it's 7.34. So I don't know if they sort of vary the price. Maybe in the rush hour morning on a weekday they vary it, maybe up it a little. Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, got a little shop there as well, so this stuff you could probably get, like, drinks or something, and we've got quite a lot of drinks in the car. Oh, hang on, pushed it too hard then. Yeah, you've got to be really gentle with this, or else it'll take forever to fill. But yeah, I'm going to get this filled, and then we're going to head on towards the border. The Romanian border isn't too far away with Hungary. So we're going to basically hope that it's not too busy today, because it's like a Tuesday morning. So let's hope that we can just get across that border in a quick time and then get on our way towards Prague. Okay, we're just leaving Arad now. Just a bit crazy back there. Some idiots have parked in a lane, a turning lane. We thought they were just, you know, cars waiting to turn, so we were sat behind them. But I mean, how ridiculous is that sort of parking? But yeah, we had to. We realised when I saw other people going round us, and I was thinking, hey, they're going round us and then to the right. And I just thought the cars in front were parked, you know, were waiting for the traffic light to change. But no, they've decided to park in a lane on a right-hand side in the middle of a road just kind of ridiculous, really. I can't imagine parking like that. If that's not a ticket, I don't know what is a ticket, but I hope that their cars are clammed and towed away by tonight. But I don't think they will be somehow, but yeah, a bit disgraceful that really, wasn't it? Anyway, we're heading on. We haven't lost more than a few minutes there, and we're going to be turning off soon. We're on the A1, and I think the A1 sort of branches off and heads towards the border. The border's about sort of like 40 odd kilometers maybe from here, so it's not like right here. And then we'll be going through the border, and we will hopefully go through quickly. And when we go through, the time will go back down to so what's the time now, Rach? Just gone. No, it's just 9 o'clock, isn't it? Is it? So it's 9:02 or something. Yeah, it would go back down to 8 o'clock. So if we were across the border now, we'd be 8 o'clock. But we probably won't be at the border for a little while. And it's saying we'll get to Prague at the moment provisionally 5:30. But obviously lots of things can change and happen during the day, and I don't know if it's taken into account the time difference. So yeah, so don't know. It is already orange, so it's showing that potentially the border might be busy. But let's see. We're Tuesday morning. We don't really know. I'm not sure if we've been through on a Tuesday before, so we'll see how we get on. And yeah, we'll soon be going through the border, hopefully. Have been shattered again, and we have arrived at the border, but it's busy, and in fact it's the furthest back I think I've ever seen it. I don't know about you, Rach, but yeah, we're sort of still on part of the motorway, I think. So, and you've got these sort of people trying to sell you violins and I don't know, some sort of well, I'm moving forward slightly now, but I didn't see anyone move further down, so I don't know why. There's someone trying to sell bottles or something with horse and cart carriages underneath. I really don't know. I know they're just trying to make a living, but it's kind of like, who's buying those here? Is that like, I mean, I've never associated any of those things with Romania, have you? But anyway, yeah, I don't know what it is, but this border really needs to go. It's long past due, really. It's supposed to have gone ages ago, but it's just, I don't know, you know, I mean, it's Tuesday morning. I mean, why is it so slow? I don't know if it's people commuting, or I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people in Czech, German, you know, I saw a Spanish car just down there, so it is quite a few people travelling through here, probably not just going to work, but yeah, they just need to get this border like removed, because there's no point. I mean, it's a complete farce anyway. I mean, yesterday we were at the, not yesterday, sorry, the day before, when we were at the Romanian border with Bulgaria. You know, they take your passports off you. You don't even look in the car. I mean, they don't look at who's in the car. You then take your passports off. They go and deal with them. And I'm thinking, well, you don't even know who was in the car anyway. There could have been about 10 other people in here. Well, wouldn't fit, but you know what I mean. Like, they didn't see what the kids looked like. They didn't check anything. They were just looking, you know, it's just processing, and it's all just a waste of time. You might as well just drive straight through like every other Schengen country. I mean, they're meant to be, but they're half in Schengen now. They're in the like air version, but it's all the Austrians' fault, I think, isn't it? Austrians or Dutch, they block in membership because, again, they want a buffer zone for themselves because of migrants. And, you know, it's not really the problem of Bulgaria and Romania. They're not that, you know, it's kind of on the border with Turkey. They're doing as much as they can to prevent people getting through, I'm sure, but it's just, yeah, we need to remove this border and then let's start actually getting on, and, you know, surely they'll have lots more cross-border trade going on with each other as well. People go, you know, work in each other's countries, spending money in each other's countries. Yeah, it's just stupid, really. I mean, yeah, what can you do? When most of Europe is in, once we pass this border, we won't see another border again until at Imuden, and that'll be like the British border, which again is annoying. But you know, Britain's an island, so it's a bit more understandable. But still, you know, we'd rather be in Schengen. Well, us, probably not collectively. Not speaking for the whole country, but yeah, we just want to get on, really, and this is just going to delay us for like probably, well, I don't know, maybe more than an hour now, who knows. And it's totally pointless, you know, nothing. I mean, last time we went through this border, we should have gone off to a quieter border, I think. But the last time we went through this border, the Hungarian person was just sort of sat there, weren't they? Like, they're just taking their time, not bothered. I think they picked those kind of people to do that job. They were just like kind of, you know, yeah, next car. Really sort of couldn't be bothered. Actually made us wait for like 5 minutes or something while they were doing something.
Not even doing anything, I don't think.
Nah, just sat there. I don't know, but, you know, just totally lazy anyway. And yeah, it's that, you know, obviously I'm not calling all Hungarians lazy, but yeah, just get rid of the border. Get rid of it. Don't need it. Shouldn't be here. I don't think they want it here, to be honest with you. Don't think these guys want it here. They want it gone. And anyway, yeah, so we're ranting and raving about borders again, but we are delayed, but luckily it's at the beginning of the day rather than at the end, so let's see how well the rest of the day progresses and how quickly we get through this border. So we're into Hungary now. We were at that border for probably just over an hour. Pretty shocking. We are now scheduled to arrive like 6:30, which it'll really be 5:30 because we haven't changed clocks yet. The clocks have gone back now, so what the car's saying, it thinks it's 11, but of course it's actually about to be 10 o'clock. So it's 10:58, it'll be 9:58. We already have a vignette for Hungary. We bought it online before we came, so we don't need to get that. But yeah, terrible border experience again. Took ages to process our passports, obviously, because of Brexit. Even though they don't stamp our passports anymore, they do have to scan all of them. They do have to check all the cards. They have to check everything, basically. Car documents, or he nearly didn't give me that back, but we got it back, which was good. And but he was quite friendly, actually. I mean, it's not his fault, he has to check it all. Yeah, so we're heading on our way towards Budapest. We won't be going through Austria this time, we're going into Slovakia. So I don't know, that's going to be quite a way down the road, but we need to change all our clocks, get everything sorted before then. At some point we need to find chocks for the car because of the ferry, but we probably, because our park brake's not working. If you'd seen the first video, we said that the park brake wasn't working. Lorry just about to pull out in front of us, and so we need some chocks really for the ferry because we're going across the North Sea. We're probably going to pick those up in Germany, I think. We did get some intel that there might be some in Osan, in Kecskemét, which is in Hungary, but I don't think, I mean, we could take a look, but we've just lost a lot of time now, so maybe it's better to focus on getting to Prague rather than looking around the shop, because it might not be there, and this person wasn't sure but they don't know. They just gave us a good tip, really. But we can definitely get some in Germany, but we have to order them, I think, and have them be ready to be collected in Hanover. So we might do that, because that's where we're heading on to after Prague, is Hanover. But we will be stopping for 2 nights in Prague, just to sort of have a rest from all the driving, and getting everything in and out of the car, to be honest with you. Anyway, yeah, shame that we couldn't sort of show you us coming through the border. The camera decided to die literally just as we hit the border, and it died a bit before that, so obviously the heat at the moment. This morning, it's only, what, 10 o'clock now, and you're talking 34.5 degrees, so it's very hot. There's a bit of a heat wave going on, and the camera's fine when you're driving down the road, because obviously it's been cooled by the movement of the car, but as you're sort of driving down this road, you're keeping it cool, but if you're sat stationary for any period of time, it is overheating, which is a bit of a shame. But then it is very hot. This is hotter than normal, so yeah. And what are we? We're August the 13th, so yeah, I suppose it is mid-August, so probably the hottest temperatures maybe now. So yeah, we're on our way. We're heading down the road. We're on the M43, I think. We're heading down towards the M5, which is interesting to us because we're from Plymouth, and the M5 is sort of near Exeter, so it's a bit weird to be going on the M5 in Hungary. But anyway, so we're going to be going down the M43, then onto the M5, probably heading towards Budapest. It's basically all motorways now. Once you're through Romania, I think it's basically all big roads now, all the way back to the UK, which is a weird thing. You kind of get all the way to here when you're on the other way, and then Romania's got motorway and small roads and mountains and stuff. But now pretty much through Europe we will be able to go on small roads all the way back, big roads all the way back now to the UK. So yeah, we're on our way. So we've stopped at the KFC just outside Budapest, and we wish we hadn't, because I don't know what it is about Hungary, but every time we come through they find a way to rob you. And we've ordered some food and it costs like 20 quid, and we're not debating that it wouldn't be expensive, but we just don't seem to have what we ordered, and the receipt is really like sketchy, to the point where you would sort of not really be able to understand what you've ordered, like how many of which. And anyway, I will put the receipt on. I went back and tried to query it, but they tried to say it was right. I mean, maybe it is, but I think it's very unlikely. So it's about £20, and that's what we ordered. and this is what we've got essentially. Like, it's small amounts. So there's like 2 chips. One was large, one seems to be a kid size. They didn't really do kids meals that they wanted either. There's a corn. Emily, can you just calm down a second? Right, Rachel ordered a California bowl thing, which we have got. And I ordered a Twister meal, which I think I got. But yeah, the big problem is the receipts. Like in other countries, we'd be able to sort of look at it and go, yeah, we ordered this. But on this, it just doesn't tally with what I saw on the screen. I tried to do a translation. Of course, a lot doesn't really understand any of it because it's using sort of, you know, it's basically being abbreviated and stuff deliberately, I think. Yeah, just a bit, it leaves a bit of a sour taste in your mouth when you come through here, really. During the pandemic, they were robbing people on the fuel prices. They've just murdered some kid over there, probably, by the sounds of it. Yeah, they were robbing you on the sort of fuel prices. Basically, there was a discount on the fuel, which they were only giving to their own citizens, which is contrary to EU law. And you know, you couldn't tell because the price was written up as what the price was with the discount, so you didn't know what you were being charged. And then of course you buy the fuel and then you'd be like, oh blooming hell, that's really expensive. So we've been sort of boycotting them a bit with fuel for quite a while now. We're trying our best to fill up in Romania and then skip Hungary altogether fuel wise. I mean, to be honest, we'd skip the place. We drive right, if we could drive round it, but we have to go through Serbia and there's arguments that they're similar. So we'd happily go around Hungary if we could, just because of the experiences we've had a few times. Really love it in Budapest, lovely place, but we've never enjoyed other parts, just the way that we've been treated every time we tried to get stuff. It just seems to be bad, you know, they just find a way of tricking you. I just kind of find it a bit, we don't like it, you know, it's just a bit dishonest. And it's happened again here, I think, because we ordered 2 sort of, you know, chicken smart meals. I mean, there definitely should have been 2 sets of chips, because 3 sets of chips, sorry, because we ordered 2 Be Smart things or whatever it was called, wasn't it? And they're not here, so it's just, you know, I don't know. Maybe somebody can check through, see if we're wrong. I mean, we're happy to be wrong, but just the gut feeling is the amount of times we've been done over in some form or another, we don't trust it really, so it's a real shame. But we're gonna have some lunch, get ourselves sort of like sorted to get on, and then hopefully we'll be out of this place and into Slovakia ASAP really, and on to Czech Republic, where we haven't experienced these sort of things. Anyway, that's a shame. I was looking forward to it. When I saw the KFC, I thought, oh brilliant, we'll just stop here. But yeah, unfortunately, they're just doing they're doing some things just to kind of make it so you don't really get anywhere. You know, good case in point, kids' meals only had burgers or only had some things that, you know, Emily won't have. They've no little bits of chicken that you could have, unlike in Romania, which was fine. Yeah, just never, every time we've come here, they've always found a way to do us over, so. Anyway, and at the border, they did us over there, so, you know, time we took to get through that. It was basically, you know, it's them taking ages to process everything. Right, we're going to get this eaten up, and then we're going to be heading on as soon as possible. Okay, we're back on the roads, going time around the ring road of Budapest. Just left the Robin KFC. Pretty sure they did us over. We definitely ordered 2 Be Smart things, thinking that they were like a good alternative for a kids meal. And I added 2 extra drinks, so I'm sure one of the meals at least came with a drink. We only had 3 cups and a water, which I did order separate. So they definitely didn't do us right. I suppose it can happen anywhere, but it seems to happen here a lot, which is the strange coincidence. But we're heading on, and we'll try and perk up our spirits. We have had good times in Hungary. You know, we had the lake, didn't we, last time? It was really nice. It was nice and quiet, nobody there. That was a beautiful place. Maybe it's just on this main road, and in big places maybe. I don't know. Just seems to be something that they do. Rachel thought of one other thing, was that when they had the COVID times again, there were rest stops that you were allowed to stop at, and some people who were doing the transit, as in going straight through like us, non-Hungarians that is basically, were allowed to stop at certain ones and Hungarians in other ones. And again, all the ones with Hungarian ones were free, and the ones that were for the transit people like us were paid for. Again, just another little naughty thing they do. Just, you know, just again not being quite, you know, some people say, oh, you know, well, you know, they're advantaging their own people. Well, so what? But, you know, they're supposed to be part of a community, and, you know, they don't show much community spirit, unfortunately. Anyway, we are heading on, and also we went to Romania, and they had a discount on fuel at the same time as Hungary did, and yet it was given to everybody. So when we bought fuel there, we had a discount, same as everybody. And I'm sure if it was the UK as well and there'd been a discount on fuel, it wouldn't have applied only to UK citizens, it had just been whoever was filling up, which I think there was a discount maybe on fuel then. So yeah, it's just a little bit naughty, some of the things they do. You know, another good example is when we tried to fill up once. What did they do? It was like a petrol pump, wasn't it? And you know, they didn't make it obvious which one was the super diesel. You couldn't work it out, could you? And then you picked it up, started filling, and bang, it was like super diesel instead of normal diesel. And it's like, right, yeah, sneaky. You know, things like that they do that just gives you a bit of a sour taste in the mouth, which you haven't had anything like that happen anywhere else, which is a bit weird that it always seems to happen here. Anyway, next on the anti-Hungary channel. No, you know, we have had really good times in Hungary, and you know, there's been really nice people that we've met, and people that has helped us out and been friendly, and you know, I think we've had some really good memories here. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't been all bad for sure, has it?
No.
Just that when we can list bad times, a lot of them have been here. Anyway, we're heading on, and hopefully we will then get into Slovakia. I don't know how much further we've got before the border. I think it's still quite a way yet. I think it's quite close to, you know, the same area where you would, you know, go into Austria. Obviously, normally we would drive through Austria and then, you know, up through Germany. But this time we're going into Slovakia, then into Czechia, and we're going to be staying in Prague. just left the M1 and we're now on the M15, I think it is, and we're heading towards Slovakia, so the Slovakian border with Hungary. It does seem a lot quieter on this road. It was really busy for a while there on the road through Hungary, and I think that's because most of the traffic is going through Austria. We sometimes wonder why you come through this way, because maybe it's better to go up and away, like a different direction. Maybe it's just such a long detour, I don't know, but and I always think it's better to be moving than stuck in a traffic jam, but quite a lot of times you do get stuck in traffic jams on that route. We're now heading to the border. I think it's about 5 kilometers or so to the border. I don't know if it is or not, but just the way the sat nav is behaving, I think it could be. We're not in Slovakia for very long, I don't think. We had to buy we don't know if we had to buy a vignette or not, just for the part that kind of goes through into Czech Republic, but we got one just in case, because sometimes you get diverted off the road or something. We just made sure that we definitely had one. We've also got a vignette for Czech Republic. That used to be a sticker, and so it was, you had to stop at the border and get one. But now we're just going to be sailing straight through. Every vignette that we've got has been an e-vignette, so we didn't need any kind of any kind of sticker or paper vignette. So we have everything sort of electronically. And we're heading on, and the signs for Bratislava straight ahead. So yeah, we're cracking on, and it does seem a lot quieter this way. Whether it'll stay that way, I don't know. But yeah, next stop is I don't think there'll be any stopping at the Slovakian border. Hopefully we'll just be driving straight through. There might be a slight slowdown while we go through there, but basically you should just be going straight into Slovakia, and then again straight into Czech Republic, Czechia when we go into there too. So yeah, let's head on and see what happens. Quicker than I expected. We were straight into Slovakia then, pretty much after the last video, and yeah, the border was just literally straight through, which is not what we've experienced on the Austrian border. Usually on the Austrian border you have to slow down quite a bit. I mean, we did slow down there, but you have to slow down quite a bit, and then they kind of like have people stood there looking at the car. They don't really stop you just go through very slowly, and then you just kind of drive on. But there was none of that at the Slovakian border, so no issues at all. We're just driving on, and we're now in Slovakia, so I don't think we're in it for very long. Not sure how long quick and seamless, which is the way these borders should be. And that just proves why, because we're just straight through, no issues at all. And it's been great, really. So yeah, we're heading on, and yeah, can't wait to get to Prague. Yeah, we're just trying to find the hostel now. I mean, we've got a room of our own, but we're staying in what is a hostel, so it's going to be very interesting. It does have parking, so let's hope there's enough spaces. They said they would reserve us a space. I don't really know how that works, but anyway, we're going to get there, and let's see what happens when we get there. Basically, so we're a bit sort of like confused about how you reserve it, whether you just drive in. I don't know whether it's just not that busy, who knows. But yeah, we're just going to make our way around Prague to the place we're staying.